Hey everybody, welcome back to Study Review for another cigar review. And this time I'm doing the new Perdomo 20th anniversary. Now, this cigar is the Robusto, which is a 5x56 box press. This also comes in a Churchill, an Epicure, and I'm trying to sure what else one comes in. Torpedo and a Gordo, 6x60 Gordo. Epicure is a 6x56, Torpedo 6.5x54, and Churchill's a 7x56, all box press. This also comes in two wrappers. It comes with a Cuban seed Sun Grown wrapper and also a Cuban seed Maduro. Now the wrappers are aged for 6 years, and then after they've been fermented, they're actually aged for 14 months in bourbon barrels also. Kind of like the Perdomo Exhibicion cigars, which I really love myself too. What we're doing tonight is, or for this review, is the Sun Grown. Now I haven't had the Maduro yet, but that's on my short list. I've had a couple of these now, and you can look at the end of it there a little bit better. And the cap. Really good looking cigars. Real nice. It's got Nicaraguan binder and Nicaraguan filter too, but I don't know exactly what's what. You know, they say Cuban seed, Sun Grown, what? Habano, Criollo, Corojo, I don't know. I can't find that information anywhere. So, and I forgot to actually email my rep and ask him, so we'll just go off that. Maybe, Chris, if you're watching, go ahead and post in the comments if you can what exactly this wrapper is, if they told you what it was. But anyway, they retail for about $8 depending on taxes where you're at, which is not a bad stick for an anniversary cigar. It's like anywhere from $8 to $9, so really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the tip off this. I got a milkshake draw, which, like everybody knows, is my favorite draw. It's got enough resistance, kind of like drinking a milkshake through a straw. It's really nice, so it won't get too hot, being too loose, but also give you enough flavor and smoke because it's not too tight. It won't give you a headache either. So anyway, let's light this thing up. Now I'm using the oldest lighter that I own, actually, and it's actually one of our sponsors, but I've had this lighter for a little over 9 years now. It's a Prometheus Legend, and now they only come in triple flame. But you can see, mine's a single flame. And I've actually, this lighter broke on me several years ago. And happened to email Keith Park and let him know, because I was actually cleaning my office and I found this. And he's like, oh yeah, no problem. Send it off to me and I'll go ahead and I'll check it out, you know, no problem. Sent it back to him. Got it back within a week. Works like a champ now. So, like I said, I know they're our sponsor, but I'd say I got really great customer service from them. This lighter's never really failed, you know, in its service life to me until that one time. Basically, it ran out of fluid. I tried to fill it back up, but I could never get a spark again. So, it's been pretty good to me. As you can see, this cigar puts off a ton of smoke right off the bat, which is a good thing. Now, the first flavors I get, there's a woodiness to it, and like a spiciness and some leather. I'm getting right off the bat off the cigar. There is some sweetness, but it's kind of in the background. It's very, very faint, but it's there. But it's kind of like just hanging out in the corner or something. It's not really. Mostly what I'm getting now is wood, leather, and spice, like that, a black pepper. Now, which kind of figured the black pepper will be there. I do know that the tobaccos used in here are from the 3 regions that Perdomo has farms at, which is Esteli, Condega, and Jalapa. So they pretty much got the whole area of Nicaragua in this one cigar. And you really get that spice when you retrohale that cigar. It's not too bad. I can retrohale a lot of that smoke, which has severe sinus and allergy problems. So for me, sometimes I can't retrohale a lot of smoke because it burns so bad. But this one's not too bad. Like, I'm basically blowing out half the smoke from my draw, no problems. So we're off to a good start. I'm going to smoke the first third. I'll be back to let you know how it is. Everybody, I'm back. You see I'm done with the first third. Now, what's changed is that spice has really died down, but you get on the retrohale still, just like you did at the very beginning. That sweetness has come more to the forefront, kind of took this place of that spice. So you definitely still get that core of the leather and the woodiness. It's almost like they're about on par with each other. They're about even. And so it's a pretty nice flavor profile so far. And the sweetness is not a real cloying sweetness. It's just kind of a nice smooth sweetness that kind of rounds out everything. Actually, so far, a really good smoking cigar. I'm really enjoying it. So I'll go ahead and smoke the second third. I'll be back to let you know how it is. See you in a second. I'm back. It says smoked by the second third now. It's right at the band now, so I'm going to go ahead and take off now. Flavors remain pretty much the same, except that that sweetness has now got a nice nuttiness to it. It's kind of like I think kind of what it reminds me of is almost like honey roasted cashews or something like that. It's like a really nice smooth sweetness, not a sharp sugary sweetness though. Kind of gives us what reminds me of so much like honey or something. Like it's I don't know, but it's really good. Going along still with that woodiness and the leather note that I got from before. And the retrohale, I pick up the spice, but the only place I'm picking up the spice now is only through the retrohale. I don't get it at all just on the palate with the cigar. So other than that, really fine going for so far. I had one little touch up, which you probably can't tell now. It was on the side. Basically, one side wasn't burning as evenly as the other. And instead of letting it just try to catch up, I just went ahead and fixed it up. But other than that, smoking really well. Great construction, no relights, so far so good. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this cigar off. I'll give you my final conclusions. Everybody, I'm back. Now I'm finishing off the cigar now. Now, the flavors have changed somewhat. You still get that leather woody core throughout the middle. The sweetness has died down, and what's kind of being replaced with is almost like a coffee bitterness in the end of it. Now, the spice is still nowhere to be found. It want to retrohale it now. The spice it's there, but it's much more muted than it was in the beginning of the cigar. So so basically now what you're left with is a nice woody note leather with almost like a slight espresso flavor, a hint of sweetness, and a hint of spice in the retrohale. But I think it's a top quality stick. I really love this. For me, these are box worthy. Now, the Perdomo, for me, has really been hitting these out of the park lately with his new releases. I really love that little Petite Cameroon, the little Petite Corona they put out, the Cameroon wrapper. It was amazing. Then they came out with the Exhibicion, which I've tried. They came with a natural, a maduro, and a Sun Grown. To me, the Sun Grown is absolutely fabulous. I've got a box inside that I've almost burned through over probably a month and a half now. And this is another one that they just came out with that I think is outstanding. Perdomo has really been doing something special for this year. And even in the last year that's, for me, I mean, I've always loved Perdomo cigars, but to me, this past 2 years they've had, it just been spectacular. This is another really good winner. This is something, it just hit the shelves probably, I think it was 2 weeks, probably about 2 weeks ago at my local shop. And this was a really big hit, actually, IPCPR this year. Everybody I ran into at the shop, at the show that actually smoked these, really enjoyed these. I said it was one of the best cigars of the show. And I have to agree. Now, the one that everybody really loved actually was the Maduro, which that one I didn't choose to review because I figured that would be the one everybody did choose to review. So I want to do the Sun Grown just because, for one, I love Sun Grown wrappers, and two, I figured this would be the least reviewed cigar. So kind of give you, both viewpoints, basically, well, both wrappers, so what people think. So anyway, I think it's an outstanding smoke. For the price point, it's really great. I mean, for me, the value is it's really up there. I mean, it's for $8 to $9 a stick. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely hit its mark. So when you go out and try this, it's a Perdomo 20th anniversary, the natural wrapper, which is the Sun Grown wrapper, and it's just a really good smoke. Definitely try these out. So on that note, I'll see you next.